Hey YouTubers, it's me, Monkey Dragon, bringing you a tips and tricks video over Kill Confirm MOAB. The topic of today's tips and tricks video is the minimap and the overall uses and tricks and things you might want to know. First thing is, some people either have a problem with like staring at the minimap too long, and as they're staring at it they get shot and die, and you really don't want to stare at it too long. The real trick to be really good in using the minimap well is to have a general overall understanding of the whole map to use the mini-map, because then if you see the red dot and you just take a quick glance and you know where that dot came from, you can I just spawned in. I was eating a little bit of food. That's why I came in late. So once you have a general understanding of the whole map, is that you'll just be able to take a quick glance and then be able to know where they all are in relation to where you are. And because if you see a red dot down a long corridor and you just see a quick glance up there, then you'd be like, oh snaps, there's a guy up in front of me. Then you would know to like tread carefully. But you don't want to be constantly staring at it, because then you can get shot and die while you're just looking at it. So you just want to take quick little glances at it. But at the same time, you don't only want to be looking for the red dots, you also want to be looking for your teammates, because people could be running assassin or something, so that when your whole team's on one side of the map and you're the only one on this side, it's more than likely that the enemies are going to be there around you, because the only reason why your teammates are over there is because they're alive and they probably killed the enemies. So it's a little thing to be worried about when you're all alone. A really good thing for every map is to be using the portable radar system, because it's really helpful. It's like an old-time UAV for a small little area. Because I remember back like in my first Prestige, when I had all my friends running portable radar, we would throw it everywhere across the map, and we would just own so many people, because it was like having old-time UAV everywhere across the map. It was really great. And the really good thing about using the portable radar is that it makes a little auditory ping when someone gets in within the radius of the portable radar. But then again, like always, if you're running the portable radar, don't always be looking at the mini-map. You gotta really use quick little glances so that you don't get shot. And times to take quick little glances and like little breaks. Like right here, when I just crouched just for a second after I killed the guy, I took a quick little glance to see where everyone's at. I seen a couple enemies around me, and my teammates were kind of scattered around, so I was like, oh snaps, I gotta make sure no enemies are around me. So I just took a quick little break here, looking at the mini-map, seeing where my teams are in relationship. And once I seen that a couple were coming behind me, I knew that I could run this direction, because there's probably going to be some enemies. So you want to take breaks just to look at your minimap, to make sure that you're not going to just die right out. But you also don't want to be taking long looks at it. So it is kind of important to really know the map, try to make sure that you understand where everyone's at in relationship to where you are. And you also want to understand with the big start button. When you push start button, you get the big map. Say that you're running around sales like right here, and then boom, sniper shot at me, hit me, but it didn't kill me, like the hit markers that COD in general is so famous for. Just crouch to a really or lay down to a safe location, then push start right away, and then be like, oh, there's the sniper, and then you can work out a path to get up around him and kill him. You got to really learn how to use the maps to your overall advantage. This way, you'll come out on top. But you also want to make sure that you're also giving shoutouts to where the enemies are with your team. If you have a mic, be like, hey guys, it looks like they're coming up behind us. Or they're taking up on your left. Because if you really don't give shoutouts to your teammates and then they die, then you're pretty much helping the enemy team. Whether you're playing team deathmatch or dom, because you never know how the game might have played out. Maybe that guy that died because you didn't call out, he was going to be able to help you take the domination point, and now that he didn't, the game is over. So it's also important to relay the information to your teammates to make sure that you guys win, you guys are strong, whatnot. And plus, he could have been like one away for an AC-130, and then because of that AC-130, he killed a couple of people around you, which helped you get around your kill streak. You know what I mean? So it really is important to be overall You can call out with the minimap, be active with either like UAVs, counter UAVs, but you still have to be aware of the assassin, which is why I said I was scared that was a freaking a dead man's hand. I backed up in the corner. I was like, don't blow up on me. Yeah, so you have to be wary of assassin, but at the same time, if you have like headsets or something, then they're probably not running dead silence, so you can probably hear them coming. That guy kind of scared me. But yeah, it's still, remember, short little looks at your minimap. Make sure that you're giving callouts to all your teammates, and make sure you're not always looking at the minimap. This way you don't get shot while you're looking at it. And now I'm going to be talking about the kill streaks and other things that affect your minimap. So like UAV, counter UAV, advanced UAV, Recon Drone, EMP, like I already mentioned motion sensor a lot, but also jammer. If you're running assassin, you're pretty much, you don't have to worry about the counter UAV, the advanced UAVs, or the EMPs, which is good and whatnot. But it also, you got to make sure that if you have assassin, that it's not like your god mode, because people could still figure out where you're at. So my recommend for assassin is to only use it if it's good for your playstyle. Like if you're like a sub runner and you love rapid fire and you're just constantly in their face and you might want to try quick draw, because it really is helpful. But at the same time, if you're kind of like the slow moving, kind of cautious guy, always taking your time, the assassin would probably be good for you, because whenever I'm not running the sub like this, and actually I really don't run a sub. I usually am the slow moving guy, just always just looking around, seeing what's going on. It's just who I am. But yeah, and then assassin's good for that case. But so the kill streaks, really good is the Recon Drone, because that just covers MOAB. That covers everything, and it'll be like a constant UAV for as long as you're alive. But it doesn't take much to take out the counter UAV, and you can always dodge it. It's pretty easy, so you got to be careful whenever you're getting really close to people, because they could just crouch and then churn a corner and then churn back, and then they shoot you because it churns so slow that you got to be really careful when you're running the Recon drones. So yeah, that was my tips and tricks video for the minimap. Hope you liked it. Rate, comment, subscribe.